Happy Friday!
Hello, hello!
We're traveling back from California, going home to Utah, and we just want to share some information to you that might help you on a travel or on a road trip, right? And I just want to say hi. I'm Kate. I'm the mommy.
Hi, I'm Lawrence. Or LA for short. I'm the dad.
And we have at my back is, say hi, Kuya. Kuya.
Lucas.
Say hi.
Say hi.
And his name is Lucas.
Not too loud.
And then we have our little boy at daddy's back. And his name is Kylo. And
We are the
we're
seasons.
Yes. Yeah, and then we'll start with
So this video is mainly about talking. So we're gonna be talking a lot. The exception of this video is, what if we make a video while we're traveling? Because especially on a road trip, because most of the time you're gonna be in the car, so might as well talk, you know.
I don't talk and we share it to you guys.
Yeah, we and then maybe you pick some tips, or and this is gonna be a I don't know what you call this, like a raw video or whatever. So what goes, what goes. We're just gonna be mainly we're gonna be talking rotatingly about traveling by car, or like a road trip. Why we do it, what planning goes in place, what's our stuff that we bring with us, what stuff we do, or you know, how do we handle our, excuse me, how do we handle our small family when traveling, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, let's start with itinerary. Yeah. So, who in this family loves to go on trips? Me. Yeah, everybody loves to go on trips. I think growing up, that's one thing that I do love a lot, and I still bring my kids to this day. Like my love for traveling, transcended to my kids too. So yeah, usually do trips on occasions, whenever, or just when we wanna go outside of our comfort zone in our home. So yeah, and then as far as itinerary, who usually plans it?
You.
I do. That's right. So when it comes to planning the trip, I would usually set the time, where to go, what to do, where to stay. That's basically the big thing about it, and then also what goes in between trips, like day 1, day 2. Yeah, that's mommy's job. Yeah. And then how about daddy? What does daddy do in the itinerary?
I drive.
He drives and
I say yes or no.
and he maps out where we go. Like I would usually communicate to him where we go, which day we go, where we go, and then he execute the rest. Is basically he drives and then map it out where we're gonna be going. Plan on how long do we need to travel, and also stops. Yeah. So yeah, basically the itinerary, and then the next thing is essentials. What is your essentials, Daddy, when it comes to traveling?
Essentials. The car.
Of course, the car. Yes.
Yeah. So usually when we like to drive, because we're a small family that needs a lot of stuff. So we prefer driving than flying, as long as the time allows us. Because mainly we gotta carry a lot of stuff instead of like flying, where you can technically carry a lot of stuff, but that means you have to check it in. Yeah, and then pay for it, and then you're in a confined environment. I hate flying, frankly. Plus, when you're going on a road trip, it's much better to have your own car, however shape and form, because you're in control. If you decide to just pull over and see a viewpoint or take a number 1 or number 2 on the side of the road, it's up to you. You know, that's our thought process.
Basically, we have our own timeline.
Yeah.
So we work by our own time.
But yeah, sticking back to the essentials, when you're doing a road trip, the very first essential is the car. So if we're just gonna be talking about the car, you gotta make sure everything is ready for the car. It's well maintained. You know, like you got your oils changed, you got tuned up, the tires have proper air in them. Why are you crying? Oh, he's bored. But yeah, before you travel, it doesn't matter what the distance is. Make sure that the car is ready, because that's gonna be your house. Everything that you need will be in the car, whether your personal items, your that's pretty much your
house on the road.
House on the road, any shape and form. So you got to make sure that it's properly equipped to your destination or going to that destination. If, let's say you're gonna be going to a snowy place, your tires are rated for that. If you're carrying a lot of stuff, because let's say, just an example, you're donating stuff to your siblings.
Which you did.
Which you did. That's why. That's an example that I thought of. You have cargo space for that. Mainly, pretty much the car is gonna be your go-to. So everything needs to be ready, however shape and form. With that being said, the reason of few essentials that I can add on, and we have videos of this, especially on this car, is stuff that we carry with us, or at least we leave in the car without leaving the house. We leave in the car. That stays in the car. Is some items that will, in case of emergency, will be used for, like I said, we have videos, jumper cables and stuff like that. We also have a to-go bag. And that's designed in case something happened to the car. We gotta go to the very first help, or next, like we have to walk. We can ditch the car and actually go on foot. We also have videos of that. So that's pretty much what stays on the car. I mean, what essentials on the car.
And then when he talks about it to go back, for those people who doesn't know, it's basically just clothes.
Yeah, the
toiletries,
basic food and water,
yeah,
and kind of like a survival thing. Because if you're ditching your car and that's your house, that's the worst case scenario. That means your car that doesn't run, or let's say, I don't know, you hit a tree or hit an elk or a moose. I mean, we live on that kind of area. That's an example I thought of. And you have to ditch your car, so you will be able to survive whatever is on your go bag, at least for a few hours. At least that's what we carry. I mean, you can go as far as 3 days without it, but the whole idea is to get help, pretty much, to get out of that situation and keep moving forward.
And the reason with that being is we have 2 young kids.
Yep.
So if it's just me and him, we can basically survive with whatever we have in our body, like for a few hours. But with the kids, most especially, we want to be prepared in case anything happens. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's the essentials on the car. Let's jump into the essentials so should we start individual or the whole family?
Let's start with you. Like, what do you bring?
No, I just answered that one. Just answer the family one.
So for the family one, the main thing I'm in charge with is food, hydration, and also recreation. So because basically for long drives, we get hungry, we get thirsty, and we get bored. So that's what you want to cover when it comes to doing long drives as a young family. So when usually the kids have snacks, we usually have that the snack container
show what? Show?
Yeah. Well, I have like a snack container all the way to the bottom, but this is how it looks like. So usually the kids have their own, and they have like their snacks right there. We kind of
It's a buffet. It's a buffet.
It's a buffet, a feast for them, and they enjoy having this on road trips because they can open it anytime, and also like they have variety. The biggest thing is the variety, like whether they want salty, sweet, soft, crispy. So they have all.
Yeah. So the tip of that one is, at least on our case, like my boys like the Fruit Loop cereal. So you bring like a whole box, and depending on how far or how long is your vacation or your road trip, you just keep the main box with you, and then you just pour it on those containers and compartmentalize one.
Yeah.
And then you just keep refilling it. So it applies with like goldfish.
Sometimes we do fruit.
Pretzels, sometimes fruit.
Fruits,
The fresh fruit though, you gotta be.
we gotta change it.
You gotta change it because if you park in a hot area, fresh fruit goes bad pretty quick.
Yep.
So that's pretty much the whole idea.
Yeah, and then that snack box we've changed it like probably 5 times during our trip.
Yeah, and we share this. We share the responsibility because sometimes I put stuff in there too that I like to eat. Or let's say you go to a gas station and they decide to buy something that's like huge, they can fill it in there.
And now Lucas is opening it and he's having snacks. And then as far as thirsty and hydration, so I usually bring my hydro flask, but this is a hydro jug. And then the kids have their own too. They have their thermal flasks. And then Daddy prefers his
I like the plastic.
Yeah, the bottled water.
I'm a human being. I like plastic, so I can just dispose it properly.
He disposes it after he's done with it. So that's
I don't really like those stuff because some of them doesn't fit on the cup holder.
I know, but this one fits though. So
and then they charge
it's
you
personalized.
they charge you arm and a leg on the refill on the gas station.
Well, but you could use it for a long time, and it keeps it warm or keeps it cold.
Well, I prefer cold drinks.
On your preference. So, but Daddy likes to stop and buy the drinks on the road too. So
and then,
that's why. Yeah.
Yeah, because I like to be.
And then as far as the recreation, so usually they have their iPads. They would be able to use it for games, movies, and some other apps.
Annoyance.
Some other apps in their
Annoyance. While driving.
in their
Annoyance.
iPad, yeah. And then they also have their toys. Like one thing that we bought for Kylo was the travel because he likes letters. So we have the travel letter puzzles that he has, and he also writes. And then Lucas, on the other, Daddy has the Game Boy kind of thing. I don't know what it's called.
Game emulator.
Game emulator.
It has 2,000 games.
Yeah, that has multiple games. I wouldn't say because I don't know. But he knows how to play Mario, which we were playing when we were kids too. So that's fun. And
I think kids nowadays gotta stop playing real life games. They should start with the very beginning of a game where it's not about the graphics but the experience. Because we notice all the kids nowadays, if they can't figure out how to use like in an app, they just change the app. When I was playing a Mario, I could have fun with that for like hours and not change a single.
Yeah, and that keeps them entertained for like a long time. And aside from that, we have our own essentials. Like I usually pack the kids with my stuff, so it would be just your generic clothes, toiletries, and depending where you go, we pack for swim or we pack for cold season or snowy season. Yeah, just depending on where we're going and what activities we're gonna do there. So yeah, we pack accordingly. Is what it is. And usually one of the basics in our bag too, as a stroller and like a mat that we could put in
on the ground,
on the ground to lie
whether it's a
down.
grassy area or a snow or a dirt or a sand if you're on the beach. It's kind of like an essential when you're traveling, because you know, you try to get as comfortable as you can. You won't be 100% comfortable, but
yeah, at least we have that in case of like we're going to the beach, we have something to
sit on or lay
yeah,
on, or you know.
or when we go hiking.
Plus, another tip, it doubles. Let's say you have to work in the car, you can use that under the car.
Did you use that when you?
No. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
anyway, that's just it.
Yeah. And then and then I think as far as essentials, that's it. And then tips. We go deep with the tips when.
No, I got more essentials.
Oh, you got more essentials? Okay, go for it.
Okay, as a driver and the dad that's responsible.
Yes, Daddy. Your daddy's game.
Where
Where
did
is
you put
daddy's
it?
game?
Is it in here? Where's my game? What? You put it in the basket. I put it in the basket. Where did you put it?
Where did you put it, love?
No, it's over there.
What basket?
Show them on the video. Oh, butas din. Okay. Yeah, in terms of essentials, more of the essentials as far as what I need as a driver, the one that's responsible for the safety. I got a few, I guess, that I can talk about. Which, first and foremost, make sure you get rested, because you're gonna be if you're gonna be driving like 4 or 5 hours or maybe more, you gotta be, as far as you want to enjoy, you're the one responsible for their safety. So make sure you don't consume anything that will alter your mental state, however shape and form is that, because you know you're gonna be driving. Like, as far as me, I don't like driving if I lack a sleep, or you know, especially because I don't drink coffee. That thing, and then another one, you know, mainly get rested. Like, get like at least when you're driving, you're not like exhausted doing it. I know some people on vacation, they say that, oh, I'm on vacation and all that. Yeah, but at least on my thought process, I want to make sure that I'm functioning, because you know I'm the designated driver. In terms of items, the number one thing that I always carry with me as a driver is sunglasses, because it's very bright. Well, you know, like when you're driving, you're encountering different situations, whether it's gonna be sunny or windy or whatever. So you gotta be ready for that, and you know you gotta be as comfortable as you can when you're driving, especially if you're the driver. What else do I need when I'm driving? Oh yeah, keep yourself hydrated. So I'm not gonna tell you if you gotta drink carbonated drinks or not. I don't really care. But yeah, you know, like when we're driving, you know, since I'm the designated driver, my wife usually gives me, if I need something, you know, the important thing, you know, you get snacks like a 3-foot.
Co-pilot, so I'm the co-pilot.
You get a 3-foot gummy worm snake or whatever. You know, that's our sugar intake. At least my sugar intake. And then another thing is, I'm the one in charge of the music. The reason for that is my phone is the one we use for like GPS and all that, and it's plugged in all the time. And it's important to have music. Right now we're not playing music because we're making this video, but the music kind of like sets the mood of the travel. You know, if you want the kids to kind of like fall asleep, you can play some, you know, calming music. If you feel like you had too much caffeine and you gotta kind of dance it out while driving, sure. You know, that's what the music is for. I think that's pretty much it in terms of like personal items. Yeah, and then a few tips is dress comfortably. The reason for that is I don't want to be driving, or at least you don't want to be driving in like tight jeans. You know, you're gonna be sitting.
Oh yes.
What's wrong? Yeah, you're gonna be
you.
sitting in you know, in a confined space for a few hours. So dress comfortably, like like in my case, I just wear shorts, driving shoes, or slippers or whatever, even barefooted if you're into that. And then I always wear a shirt that has a pocket, mainly so I can put stuff in here, like in my case, my wallet, because I usually put my wallet in my back pocket. But as you age, it's kind of uncomfortable. You get that sciatica going on. It's kind of like a stash for stuff. And another thing is, I think this lands on getting you awake and stuff. Is get a gum, or something sugary. That's why they sell this at the gas station. Is you gotta get that sugar flowing. If you're not into sugary stuff like that, get one of these. I don't know if you can see it. It's like caffeine pills if you don't like drinking coffee. This goes to your bloodstream for a few hours, and it kicks like coffee. So you get you awake. Yeah, that's pretty much it. What else?
My tips?
Or you can get one of these, which is our kind of like favorite thing to do. Here, introduce this. What's that one?
I introduced him to this one because I like snacking when traveling, and the healthiest option would be sunflower seeds. It can, like when you feel like eating a lot or eating while you're bored. I think this is the best way because it has like 190 calories.
No, it keeps you awake because if you want to get the treat, you gotta crack one open.
Yep.
And the good thing about this is since it's technically biodegradable, you can toss it out. But yeah, I mean, there's everybody have their own thing. That's just what we do. So,
I would usually pack like two. I only packed one, so we were buying this on the gasoline stations for now. Yeah. And as far as money, since I'm the co-pilot, I make sure. What I make sure is try to get entertained so that he can focus on driving. So whether it's helping them have the fun that they need, food to eat, and milk, just like what Kylo is doing right now. He's drinking his milk, and it's almost nap time for him.
Yeah, tell them about how we dress the kids while traveling.
Yeah, we do.
Just so they're comfortable.
Yeah, we dress them comfortably, whether we're driving on a heat like this. We're at 93 degrees right now outside, so we only dress comfortably and accordingly. But if we're traveling on a colder weather, like they have more clothes than what it is. Basically, just slippers or Crocs, because they take it out anyway while we're on the car. Yeah, and another tip would be, I think planning is a big thing. Very big thing that I could suggest, like knowing where to go, what to do, and like your timeline too. That way, you're maximizing your trip or your vacation to the best that you can and to the happiest that you could utilize your time with while you're away from home. And also another tip from me, because I like taking a lot of videos and photos, so I always bring my phone and my camera with me. That way I could have memories stored while we're on vacation. So yeah, I think that's the big. And a lot of, I think, is flexibility would be a big thing too, like on the travel, because you're not in your comfort zone, so it varies, like whether.
Yeah, like in case somebody throws up,
Yes.
somebody goes number 2.
Yeah,
Yep.
we said throw up. Yeah, so.
Or something gets spilled. Yeah, just take it as you. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, that's part of your relationship.
Yeah, and yeah, with that, a must have too is like we have our medicine.
Oh yeah.
Stuff, like especially for the kids, like they have, in case that they have fever or they're coughing
Or allergies.
They have stomach upset, and allergies. So we have that all in one container that has all
get dry lips, you know, like in our area you get that a lot, so make sure you have chapstick. You get like underwear burn from not moving too much. You get like something for that. Yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of like the stuff that you keep on the car. You take your vacation as it is, you know. I mean, I get it.
Things happen.
Things happen, but you know that's part of life. So
you want to try to stick as much as you could to your plans, but in case anything happens beyond that, as you know, you are still flexible on how you would react to it and not take away the fun and enjoy it.
You're gonna make
the best out of it.
Best out of it.
Yes. Yeah. So that's it.
So,
I hope you enjoy our little travel essential
video raw video.
Yeah, and we'll see you on the next one. Like, subscribe, and comment below. And we'll see you.
And use your blinker when you're changing lane, not like this idiot.
Yeah. Have a happy day. Bye. Lucas, say bye.
Say bye.
And Kyla is saying bye too.